Now, let us understand the Django project structure. First of all, we really need to install Django into our virtual environment. And to do that, we can just use pip install Django as we did in the previous module. Now, if you watch closely, this is going to say requirement already satisfied. And that is because I already have Django installed on my virtual environment. If you go to the leaves, you are going to see the Django have been installed in this place. Now, do not touch any file from here, because if you do, you are going to continue to have issues. All right, now let us create a Django project. So to create a Django project, we use Django-admin space start project. Now you write them together and then space the name of your project. So let's call this news. And then I can give a little space with a dot to tell Django to create this project within this same directory that contains my virtual environment. I can hit enter and watch Django create news for you. Now let's understand the project structure. I'm going to run this one down. Now let's see what we have here. We already know that this is our virtual environment, and this is the environment that runs our Django project. But for this particular directory called news, we created it using the command Django admin start project. So we use the Django admin start project to start a new Django project. Now, within this news, we have different files like the init.py, asg.py, settings.py, urls.py, and wsg.py, that's wsgi.py. And the init.py is basically an empty file that tells Django to initialize this project. Let's open it. So you can see that it is an empty file without anything written in it, but it only basically tells Django to initialize this particular project. We also have the asgi.py, and this is the asynchronous server gateway interface. This place controls what we call asynchronous server gateway interface. I will not go into deeper explanation of what asynchronous server gateway interface is, but if you want to know more about it, you can actually go over to your browser and type ASGI. And let's see what Google will tell us. All right, so this is Django documentation. You can click on it to see more on ASGI, but let's get back to our project. On the other hand, we have settings.py. Now we will be making use of this settings.py to control our project. Now this is going to contain all the settings of this particular application. we will have so many things to include here. It will control our environment part, it will control the emails, it will also control the applications. So that is the settings.py. It's a very important file in Django, and we've been making use of it so much in this project. We also have the urls.py, and this urls.py controls all the URLs within our website or application. So we have to set up all the URLs so that they will link to their proper pages or directories within our application. And finally, we have the wsgi.py, which is the web server gateway interface. It controls the web server gateway interface, unlike the asynchronous server gateways. So we'll be also making use of it, but it is not too important to know, but you can make your research and know how to modernize it. And finally, we have this one, which is the manage.py. And this manage.py is just like a command line utility for administering our Django project. You will see how we can use manage.py to do a lot of tasks on Django later on in this course. Now, we can go ahead to run this server so that you see how our project is going to look. And to run this server, we can use Python manage.py run server. Now, if I hit enter, Django is going to create a local server on port 8000. I can just hold the control button and left click on this. And it will open this browser telling us that Django is installed successfully into our project. So we have installed Django successfully. In the next module, we'll be looking into other aspects of Django.